last song is called Sane Man. Hope you have a lovely evening. Sitting at the foot of a slope, hanging on the tail of a cloak. Put a little light under it, put a little light under it, put a little light and it goes up into the air into smoke. Flicker, flare, flicker and glow. Show them what you're really made, show them what you're really made, show them what you're really made of. I'm just a sane man making my choices, making up voices to take on the plane. And the same hand that threw you away now is picking you back off the crown of the same. Have we sunken so low, some you don't know, and others you won't ever show? I was just looking for an easy way out, looking for something to shout, looking for something to take my mind off you. Guided by the pull from below, pull me up, pull me afloat. Why'd I even care about, why'd I even care about, why'd I even care about it? Well, I could turn the air into smoke, and I could blow the fear into hope. Tell them what you really think, tell them what you really think, tell them what you're really thinking. I'm just the same man making my choices, making up voices to take on the plane. And the same hand that threw you away now is picking you back off the ground of the same. Have we sunken so low, there's some you don't know, and others you won't ever show? I was just looking for an easy way out, looking for something to shout, looking for something to take my mind off you. Thank you, good night.
Hi, I'm Kushi. You just listened to Sane Man, it's off my upcoming album. Was I really locked away in a shed for 10 years? Pretty much, yeah. At least, actually, 6 years in the shed. But 10 years working on these songs, living with them, crafting them, digging deep into the reserves of my patients as they went through different guises and nearly driving myself insane, but eventually finding their final form in a way I felt was most direct, and finally making an album I feel really proud of and excited to share with the world. My tips for patients, I actually think you're sort of born with it or without it, and I think if you're not particularly patient, it's not necessarily a bad thing. because I've worked with people who aren't as patient as I am, and I think the benefit is that they push forward faster and they make more stuff. The benefit of being patient is that you perfect things and maybe fulfill their potential, but you can also waste a lot of time and almost lose your mind doing that. So I think a perfect balance between patience and impatience, or at least different people in the room, is the ideal thing. Strong Asian Mothers is a band that I played in, that I love very much, and that is still existing. I play in it with my friend Amma and Josh. Yeah, it's very different from my solo stuff. It's much more like bombastic and playful, and it's really, I really love having both projects because they channel a kind of different side of me. The James Blake tour was amazing. It was like life-changing experience. It was absolutely terrifying at first. I was just like shaking before every show, and so intense. And like the first show, I was just, all I could think about was the amount of sweat on my hands, and that they were going to start like drowning my keyboard, and my hands were just going to be sliding around in pools of sweat on my keyboard. And then 3 shows in, I guess the combination of the really supportive, wonderful audiences and a lot of good feedback from people just helped me relax into it. And I also just tried to see the audience in a more, as a less, rather than an intimidating block, I tried to see them as just a group of people with their own stories and ups and downs and insecurities and vulnerabilities, and I'm just up on stage trying to share some stuff with them, and that helped me relax a lot more and feel like more compassionately and warmly to the crowd rather than just intimidated by the situation. And yeah, I loved every second of it really. It was a real learning curve, and yeah, it was a real privilege. Yeah, so I came to LA last year so James could mix my album, and then after that was finished, he asked me to help out on some of songs on Assumed Form, so I helped, just gave my thoughts on those, helped some of the structures and arrangements of some of those songs, and yeah, that was another like magical, surreal, wonderful experience. Yeah, so the transition from the Shed to LA was a big one. Yeah, 6 years in the Shed to LA, although actually what I've realised is that the Shed is a state of mind, and that sometimes I've brought the Shed with me, because over the last few weeks I've just been like tweaking masters and mixes for the album, and I've been mainly just sat in the same place, and I'm essentially mentally still in the Shed. Yeah, so the Shed is a state of mind, so you can be in the Shed whenever you want to be, but being in LA also does, it cools you out into the open just because it's so sunny and there's so many wonderful things going on, and like so yeah, it does demand a bit of outdoor time and breaking free of the Shed. So when my album comes out, I think I'll breathe a huge sigh of relief, because it's been a big weight on my shoulders for a long time, and it's something that I've known I wanted to do for many years, and it's been a really long, slow, at times difficult birthing process, and been such a long journey. It would just be an incredible relief to finally just be like, oh, it's done, committed to those decisions, committed to those tracks. And yeah, and I think it's a beautiful thing when you pour so much energy into something to finally put it out into the world, and then it's at that point that it starts feeding back into you, because if people connect with it and they love it, then that project starts giving back to you after years and years of giving, mainly just giving to it. And I think that energy helps push you forward onto your next thing and sort of revitalise you. And so yeah, I'm really looking forward to that, and just having a proper break where I'm not thinking in the back of my mind, yeah, but you should be working on your album. That would be a godsend.
Sound of the change, all this keeping us sane, and you try to shut it down.